There's something I've been wanting to ask you for 2 weeks. Unfortunately, we ran out of time last week, and we're approaching the end of the show this week. But no, this is actually no joke. Your old friend, Stipe Miocic, last week was on some rinky-dink show called the Pat McAfee Show, and he talked about wanting to add 20 pounds, go up to 250 now in his pursuit of Francis Ngannou once again. You've been in there with this guy at different weights. What did you think of when you heard these comments from Stipe about now all of a sudden bulking up again to perhaps the heaviest he's ever been?
I think you got to be heavy to fight Francis Ngannou because Francis is so big and strong. And Stipe may believe that in that situation where Francis sprawled on him and took him down, maybe he sucks a leg in. Maybe he can pull it in if he's a little bit stronger. I don't know if that's necessarily going to equate to that, but I believe that that's a good first step. I thought he was way too small going into there the last time. I even asked him about it in the fighter meeting. I'm like, man, do you think maybe you should get a little bigger? He's like, I only lost weight because I'm training so hard. He goes, it wasn't to be faster, it wasn't this, and the other. I think it's a great idea by Miocic. Does it change anything in a rematch? I'm not certain. The one thing I do wish that Stipe would stop wasting his time with Pat McAfee. I wish everybody would stop wasting their time with this guy. This guy, it's a massive waste of time, and what a rinky-dink show he runs over there. But great idea by Miocic. You got to change something if you want a different result. I'm just not certain if that's going to be enough because of Ngannou's ability to knock him out.
Well, here's my big question, DC. My big question is, all right, you want to add the weight, great. It would make sense if you're fighting Francis next, but by all accounts, he's not fighting Francis next. By all accounts, they're trying to do either John Jones versus Francis or at the very least Francis versus Derek Lewis. And if they do Francis versus Derek Lewis and Francis wins that fight, I can assure you they'll try to do Francis versus John Jones after that. So now we're getting into 2022. So what exactly is he bulking up for? Because I think talking about him fighting the Cyril Gans or the Alexander Volkovs of the world, it's actually better to be a little smaller. So why bulk up now?
No. Even he still needs to gain that weight. Even against Cyril versus Volkov, any of those guys, he still needs to be a little heavier. 230 is too small. 230 was good to fight me, a light heavyweight in all those fights. 230 is not good to be fighting guys that are 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260 pounds of actual muscle, right? Like, he needs to be a little bigger. Now, with the extra weight, there may be a loss of cardio. There may be a little bit different, but maybe he feels as though it'll benefit him. Here's the thing. Stipe may just be hopeful that if everything fails, he ends up fighting Ngannou again. I don't know what the plan is because at 38, 39 years old, does Stipe Miocic have another run in him at a heavyweight title fight? Because it seems like that's what he's going to have to do in order to fight Ngannou again.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.